Hi everyone, welcome to another George Crafts video. Today we are going to crochet Hedwig's wings. This is another one of our crochet Hedwig videos in a series. So if you are looking for some help on making the head and body, the eyes, beak, or the tail, there are videos for that at the moment, so you'll find those on our channel page. But today we're just going to focus on the wings. These are made in the round, so I'm using a piece of scrap yarn as a stitch marker just to mark my place, and I've already started the first wing. The pattern says to start with a magic ring, and that's shown in the first video in our Hedwig series. You can start it with that, or you can start it with double crochet 6 into a ring, which is also shown on the same first Hedwig video. And then the pattern progresses in a very similar way to the head and body. So if you've made the head and body already, you should be okay with making the wings, but I'll do a little explanation. So the pattern for the wings is written with a lot of square brackets and multiplications. This can be really scary to look at the first time you see it, so I'm here to help you. So everything in the square bracket is a unit. So we basically take our unit and repeat it the number of times it says outside of the brackets. So if we take round 5, the pattern here tells us to double crochet 5, and then it says to make an increase, and it wants us to do that 3 times. And then there's a number in brackets at the end of that row, and they're in rounded brackets. So if you've seen my videos before, you'll know that this number in the rounded brackets is the total number of stitches in that round. So I'll show you how we get there. So we need to break down our unit again. So double crochet 5 will give us 5 stitches, and an increase will give us 2 stitches, and we need to do that 3 times. So 5 plus 2 is 7, multiplied by 3 is 21. There's a basic rule you can follow for patterns that are written like this with units. Wherever it says double crochet and a number, what they want you to do is to put 1 double crochet into 1 stitch for that number of stitches. So if we imagine that each space here is a stitch, as I'm crocheting I'm going to make 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 3 double crochets, 4 and 5 double crochets, and then when I make my increase I'm going to put 2 stitches into the same place, okay? So I'll show you with the crochet now. So I'm going to pop our hook through, bring it back with the yarn and close the 2 loops. 1, and then we move to the next stitch. So that's 2 double crochets, and then the next stitch 3 double crochets, and then the next stitch 4 double crochets, and the next stitch. That's 5 double crochets, and that's the first part of our unit. Now what we need to do is make an increase. So we'll go 1 double crochet into that stitch, and then where we've made that stitch we're going to put a second double crochet. That's our unit completed, and now we need to do it twice more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, followed by an increase. So that's 1 into the stitch and 2 into that same stitch, which just leaves us with one more unit to make. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then into the last stitch I'm going to make 2 double crochets to be our increase. So 1 and then 2, and then all I have to do is move my yarn up into the last stitch that I made to become the stitch marker for that round. Okay, so whenever it says double crochet followed by a number, you're putting 1 double crochet into 1 stitch. If it says increase or decrease, that means you're going to put 2 double crochets into 1 space. If it says decrease, you need to make 2 double crochets into 1 stitch by bringing them together. I've shown that in the previous Hedwig videos, and there's also a video on our channel called crochet increases and decreases, and you will find some more help how to make the decreases there should you not quite know what you're doing with those yet. Otherwise, the rest of the wing is either units with increases or units with decreases, or just plain double crochet 1 stitch into each stitch you've already made until you get to the end. So have a go at that. If you do need any help, please do get in touch, and I will catch up with you towards the end of the wing. So when you've finished your wing, it will look like this. It asks you to fasten off and leave a long tail for sewing. You don't need to stuff them. I will show you how to close the end up and add your embroidery in, so your black speckles, when we do the sewing up video. So that's when we finished all the pieces and then we put them all together to make Hedwig. In the meantime, if you have any questions, or there's something you're not sure of, or there's something you'd like explaining in more detail, do let me know. Otherwise, if you like this video, please let me know in the comments, give us a like, and you can subscribe to our channel if you want to, and hit the notification bell, which will give you updates on when we release all our crafty videos.